And I'll make the last point is very simple. I have no problem taking anybody out who is trying to block progress. I don't care if you got the same skin as me. I don't care if you were in the same fraternity. I don't care. If you are not about the business of changing communities, then we've got a fundamental problem. See, right now, I have my producer trying to get the National Baptist Convention on the phone. A matter of fact, if you are a preacher in the room and your church is a part of the National Baptist Convention USA, stand up. Just if okay, that one, I won. All right, if you are a member of a church and your church is a part of the National Baptist Convention USA, stand up. All right, y'all got some homework because I need y'all to hit your national president and say, how in the hell can the National Baptist Convention USA have the audacity and the unmitigated gall to release a press release today announcing a partnership they are doing with Target while black folks is in the middle of boycotting Target? I know for a fact they've received $300,000 from Target. And so what you have literally is the National Baptist Convention USA selling out black America with Target. Oh, I can read the press release because y'all got to understand, I ain't got no problem calling anybody out. I use names. I tag your ass on social media. I want you to see what I wrote. And it says it right here. The National Baptist Convention USA is committed to ensuring that corporations that do business in our communities give back to help rebuild and stabilize neighborhoods. The partnership with Target is based on our shared commitment to community empowerment through small business and entrepreneur development, investments in education and student support, and workforce and skill development that unlocks growth across our communities. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff, blah, 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 blah. Signed, Dr. Boyce Kimber, President, National Baptist Convention, USA. So let me go ahead and for about 5 minutes, go ahead and unpack this here because let me just be real frank. Look, God already knows. Folk watch my show. It's called Roland Martin Unfiltered. And I got seasoned saints all around the country say, Roland, hey, I love your show, but can you not cuss? And I try not to cuss. I try. The reason I cuss, because it keeps blood pressure low, so I'm good. So that's why my blood pressure is 110/65, because I ain't stressing out over nothing. But let me be as frank as I possibly can. This press release is some bullshit. Because this is clear. This is what happens when you have preachers who know nothing about economic development negotiate deals. When you know, here, y'all, this $300,000 that they've received, the National Baptist Convention says in their own press release, they represent 31,000 churches and 7.5 million members. And so if you just do some basic math of $300,000 divided by 31,000, that comes out to $9.67 per church. Now, I just want y'all to explain to me, what in the hell can you do for workforce development, entrepreneurship, and education and scholarships for $9.67? They didn't even get $10. They got $9.67 from Target. And so what they don't even understand, this is the problem that I have. So you sit here and do this, yet Target's market cap is more than $10 billion. You got 300,000. I mean, here's the deal. If you're going to sell black people out, I mean, can you not be the least expensive Negro in the room? See, this is what I'm talking about here. Because see, the thing is, Target committed $2 billion to spend annually with black-owned business and chose to go against their own decision, pulling back on black-owned products, but they want black folks in their stores buying but not supporting. Now, some of y'all might be saying, well, man, I hear all that, but that's sort of radical. Fine. If you think that's radical, go back and read King's speech, April 3rd, 1968, because see, part of the problem, too many of us have only listened to the mountaintop portion of the speech. At the bottom, which is the last 2 minutes of the speech, not realizing it's 43-minute and 16-second speech. In that speech, he says that we need to have economic withdrawal. We don't do business with companies that don't do business with us. He said we don't have to throw a Molotov cocktail. We don't have to burn anything down. He said we can simply withdraw our money. And the reality is this: whether we're talking St. Louis proper, St. Louis County, and Missouri, this state and this city and this county and the region cannot survive without black dollars. And I'm telling you right now, if there are businesses in this county that won't do business with us, then we should have the courage to tell black folks we're not shopping there, we're not going there, and we're going to penalize them for their actions. And I can guarantee you they're going to pay attention. And so do understand, I'm about to give the National Baptist Convention USA holy hell for this decision selling black folks out, because I got to remind you, this is the same National Baptist Convention USA that did not support the civil rights movement, and the leader of the National Baptist Convention USA is the one who ran Dr. King and Gardner Taylor out. They created the Progressive National Baptist Convention, and that's how that whole thing started. And that preacher was so shameful and despicable. When King was assassinated and they were renaming the street that's now MLK Drive in Chicago, his sorry ass moved his church address to the side street because he did not want his church address on MLK Drive. So understand, there are some black haters who are not standing with us. And I'm telling you right now, what they need to understand, they may have 31,000 churches claiming 7.5 members, but I'm going to sit here and light them up every single day, show they pictures on the air every single day, because you are not going to cut deals with Target to bail them out when we are in the middle of a nationwide boycott to force them to change. And so if they think they're going to do it, we about to drop some pressure on them. And that's going to be a warning to any other black organization. If you decide to go behind our backs and cut some deals, we're going to call you out, put you on blast, and challenge you. And I'm telling you right now, to this preacher here, he might want to come on my show and explain, because I will show up in his church on Sunday morning and sit on the front row and look him dead in his eye, because I have no time in 2025 for black folks selling us out for crumbs and trying to pretend it's a meal. If you want to celebrate Juneteenth, you better have the courage of our ancestors who use all of their wherewithal and power to force change in this society. They didn't back down. They didn't run from a fight, and they challenged folks like them who were not about doing what's right. And so I'm going to leave you with this. It's time for St. Louis proper, St. Louis County and Missouri, black folks, our white allies in this fight, Latino allies, to understand that if we are going to truly be about our ancestors, then we have got to have the courage and the tenacity and the willingness to challenge power at every single juncture. And if they say, well, that's just too much, y'all too loud, get louder. If they simply say, you're making too much noise, make some more noise. If they say, well, I don't like your tone, guess what? Keep the same tone and let them know point blank that we gonna battle, we gonna fight, we gonna swing, we ain't backing down. And in the words of my frat brother, Bert Woodson Tandy, we gonna fight until hell freezes over. Then we gonna fight on the ice. Woo!